Spurs, what will lead to a different result tonight?
Playing defense the way we're capable and eliminating easy buckets.
You mentioned defense. Right out the gates, your assignment is Wemby. How do you approach that?
Tough task. Just try and make everything as difficult as possible. He's a good player. Brings a lot to the table, so it's going to be a group effort defensively, but I've been guarding him for a little minute now.
All right, good luck.
Appreciate it.
Noah?
All right, I see what you did there, Zora. It's a rodeo in Oklahoma City with the San Antonio Spurs trying to make it 4-0 against the defending NBA champions. We've got tip-off and a whole lot more next on NBC.
When every new day starts with frustration, it's time to get a consultation with myrocky.ca. Skip the doctor's office and get a personalized online consultation within 24 hours. Join over 300,000 Canadians and get access to personalized clinical support. Take our free questionnaire to find out if you're eligible today and to learn more about what treatment plans could be right for you.
Wednesdays.
50-21, David, emergency!
Head to the Windy City.
You are safe here.
For 3 all-new back-to-back episodes.
We're going in.
No rest for the weary.
Chicago Fire.
I'm gonna get you out of here, right? You gotta stay alone.
Med.
We're gonna get you feeling better.
And PD.
Your men hold down the perimeter. We got this. We're the glue holding this thing together. Damn right we are.
All new Chicago Wednesday on City TV. Or streaming on City TV Plus.
This is the Mercy Capital Court, powered by artificial intelligence. You're charged with the murder of your wife.
I didn't hurt her.
A detective on trial.
I'm Detective Raven. I helped create the Mercy program.
A clock he can't stop.
You have 90 minutes to prove your innocence, or you will be executed.
A crime he must solve.
Can I see the cameras? Bring that back. Play it again. Pause. Can you find out who that is?
Oh my God.
Mr. Raven, you're running out of time.
Get me out of here!
Mercy. Only in theaters, January 23rd.
The world is changing, but with every challenge comes a chance to build better, stronger. We're investing in ourselves, buying Canadian, prospering from our resources and critical minerals. Our plan is to create jobs, build affordable homes twice as fast, break down barriers between provinces, and expand global trade. This is our moment to build a strong economy by Canadians, for Canadians. A message from the Government of Canada.
In life.
When it all comes together, it could mean you're ready to talk to your doctor about Wegovy. Ask for Wegovy by name. Visit wegovy.ca for savings.
New chocolate and pistachio go perfectly together now. You know, try at Tim's.
Chicago Wednesday on City TV.
Let's take a look at tonight's DraftKings King of the Court. DraftKings is your home for King of the Court. To get on the action, we'll download the app and use promo code DUNK when you sign up. Fourth meeting between Oklahoma City and San Antonio. This one coming from Paycom Center. Time to meet the San Antonio Spurs, starting 5.
De'Aaron Fox, Kentucky.
Stephon Castle, Covington, Georgia.
Julian Champagny, St. John's University.
Harrison Barnes, University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill.
Victor Wembanyama from France.
Starting lineups brought to you by Kia. Mitch Johnson in his first full season as the head coach of the San Antonio Spurs as we meet the Oklahoma City Thunder.
6'6", from Maryland, number 21, Aaron Wiggins. At forward, 6'6", from Santa Clara, number 8, Jalen Williams. At center, 7'1", from Kentucky, number 7, and guard, 6'4", from Kentucky, number 22, Kason Wallace. And at guard, 6'6", from Kentucky, number 2, Shane Gilgeous-Alexander.
Coach of the Year in 2024, Mark Daignault, hoping to get his team over the hump in this fourth matchup with the San Antonio Spurs. Whole lot of anticipation in one of the great budding rivalries in the NBA. Tip-off next on Coast to Coast Tuesday.
Sonic, to me, in one word, I would choose success, because I succeeded using it. I've tried to quit smoking over 10 to 15 times, and then I stumbled across Sonic. So I gave that a whirl, and I've been using them ever since. My wife looks at me today like I can do anything, and I'm a superstar for quitting smoking once and for all.
Warning. This product contains nicotine. Nicotine is highly addictive, only to be used by adults who are trying to quit smoking.
At Genesis, centered around you means reflecting your every need. Like respecting your time by bringing service to your doorstep with complimentary valet pickup and courtesy vehicle service. Because we believe Genesis ownership shouldn't cost any of your time. This is personalized service. This is what sets Genesis apart.
We are all set. Oklahoma City and San Antonio, one of the great atmospheres in the NBA here at Paycom Center. It feels like it's been a drum battle between these two organizations. Victor Wembanyama igniting the fan base in San Antonio. Chet Holmgren, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, J-Dub and company have continued to turn out greatness in front of this OKC crowd.
I like the smile that's on Victor's face right now. There's no sense of chaos on this Spurs team. This is a team that's won 3 games versus the champs in a span of a month. And that was an absolute clinic they put on Christmas Day for the world to see.
Our officials tonight, Tyler Ford, John Butler, Derek Collins, veteran crew with a lot of playoff experience between them. And this feels like a playoff-type game. With the 3 games they've already played, this being the 4th, can the Thunder get their lick back at home? Underway in OKC, Spurs win the tip, and we are locked and loaded for what should be an outstanding head-to-head matchup. Castle at the controls. They've used him on the ball a whole lot this season, and he is right to the rack for the first deuce.
And that's something rare to see right there. A straight driving lane path for Castle and finish. Something you rarely see from the Thunder defensively.
Everybody in the crowd and Reggie Miller on their feet before this first Thunder bucket as Holmgren is fouled on his dive to the rim. And he'll get 2 free throws in the first 29 seconds.
This is just a high brush screen and roll, but where's the defense? There's the swipe from SGA. He should have had a foot in the paint to force Castle to throw that ball to Champagnie in the corner.
A lot of the quote-unquote struggles for the Thunder have been in large part because of their poor shooting, especially from the outside. But Mark Daignault told us before the game, it's a lot about what you can control. A perfect example of not controlling the controllable on the first defensive possession.
And he's talking all about the defense too, because You think about the success of the Thunder last year on their way to their first championship and what they've done to start the season when they went 24-1. Their calling card has always been defense, turning teams over. The Spurs haven't turned the ball over in the 3 games that they've faced this OKC team.
And everybody sat after the 2 free throws. I was curious whether it was field goal or points. The 2 points on the board, everybody back on their seat. And now here we go. The matchup we've been looking forward to has been Wembanyama against Holmgren. A lot of history between the two. Wemby goes right to work. Oh! Victor Wembanyama starting out with a bang!
I mean, how do you defend that length, Noah? That is ridiculous.
You pray. Williams too strong, and Wemby clears. So much talk about Victor Wembanyama's minutes, still on somewhat of a restriction, about 28 a night. Going right to work, spray it out. Barnes in and out. Rebound. Wemby got a hand on it, claims it. He's fouled. Wallace going to be called for the personal as Wembanyama showing that physicality early.
Look at this. Look at these long steps. And how about the finish with the left hand? It almost looked like it hit the backboard as he dunked it right there.
Is that a bank dunk?
It's a bank dunk. So does he get half a credit for a block?
Did he call glass? How does that work?
Wow.
To the free throw line where Wembanyama shoots it at 85%. Missed 12 games in mid-November into December with a left calf strain. And Wembanyama, he's been asked about it. Him and Chet Holmgren have been going toe-to-toe for quite some time, dating back to their youth careers with their national teams. And he said, as far as basketball goes, he can't touch me.
Shots fired. That's what that is, my friend. Shots fired. But Chet has the ultimate because he has the bling-bling at the end of the day.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander using the body. Castle got a steal.
Not only did he get a steal, great defense there by Castle, not going for the SGA fake.
Champagnie can't hit the 3, and the long rebound tracked down by SGA. Gilgeous-Alexander, 31.9 points per game, second in the NBA. First in clutch points despite barely playing 4th quarters this year. Smart double by San Antonio. Aaron Wiggins getting the start for the injured Lou Dort. Wide open, Cason Wallace. Touchdown 3.
That's great there by Wiggins.
Castle.
Penetration created that 3.
Around it goes. Wembanyama thought about it. Now it's Castle. Lob it inside. Oh! Wemby's done it again!
How about the pass there to set it up there from Castle?
And Wemby just pointed towards the heavens the second he gave that ball up. He knew that he was going to have a half a step. It was all he needed as he went to the rafters.
Classic give and go right here. Castle, this is the future of the Spurs.
That's a classic give and go?
Yes, it is. Oh, my God, look at this. Oh, that's the new version of the give and go, my friend.
That's the give and fly. Use every bit of that 8-foot wingspan. Gilgeous-Alexander, and again, good, tight defense by Castle. The physicality through this game from both of these teams. Wembanyama already setting the tone early. Castle looking to work against the MVP. Now Fox will try. Neither of these teams have shot it well from deep as of late. Bottom 5 over the last month or so in three-point shooting. San Antonio 0 for 3. Oklahoma City 1 for 1. Perfect defense by Wembanyama. 10 to shoot now for Wiggins. Tries to get inside. Bounce it. The cutter is Williams.
That's twice. Aaron Wiggins has done a great job of dribble penetration and finding cutters for the Thunder.
Jalen Williams still not 100%, and that's going to be an offensive foul going the other way and a turnover for San Antonio.
You got to move Wembanyama, especially defensively. He's out of position there to even protect the basket there, and it's J-Dub with the cut. But again, 2 early assists here for Wiggins in place of Lou Dort in the starting lineup.
J-Dub again. Remaining aggressive, had an erase, but a goaltend. Wemby half step too late.
Oh, this is so close. That is so close.
FIBA rules, that's a clean block.
Yes, it is.
Jalen Williams, we've seen him turn up the aggression offensively, trying to attack the rim over the last 5 games. 16 drives per game. as he still tries to find his rhythm after multiple wrist surgeries. The spin, Wembanyama could not finish. Holmgren there affecting it.
Already 3 different defenders on Victor. Chet, J-Dub, and that was Wiggins.
Don't see him miss from Gilgeous-Alexander in that spot very often. Castle looking to push the pace. Go right into Wallace. Hangs, no, but a foul. And Wallace is going to pick it up. That'll be his second.
Well, something I've loved to start this ball game. Both of these teams attacking the paint area. There's the contact there by Wallace. That's 2 early fouls by him, one of the best on-ball defenders, second in the league in terms of steals thus far.
And we were curious what the minutes breakdown was going to look like for Victor Wembanyama. Again, it's been around 28 minutes, and Mitch Johnson was very honest with us pregame about having to monitor throughout the game to make sure he has enough at the end. He's going to check out just over 4 minutes in, 4 minutes and 5 seconds into this game. Luke Cornett on the floor.
So you continue to have size on the floor here for Mitch Johnson and the Spurs here.
5 points, 3 rebounds for Wembanyama. Cason Wallace stays out with the 2 early fouls, playing without Lou Dort. Still no Isaiah Hartenstein, his 9th straight missed game with a calf injury. And Devin Vassell missing his 8th consecutive game for San Antonio with an adductor. There's Holmgren on the outside, goes to work on Cornett. Stops, Cornett cuts him off. 8 to shoot for SGA. Castle's been locked in defensively early. SGA says, I don't care.
Look, you can't play better defense than Castle right there on SGA. That's just great offense and balance by the reigning MVP.
Castle, swing, Champagnie. Cornett with the offensive board. Castle will load it up and knock it down.
And that's all Cornett right there, keeping the ball alive, offensive rebounding. That's to a wide open 3.
And Williams on the cut. Instead, it's going to be Wallace on the drive. Spray, Williams, attack the closeout. Williams cannot finish.
We are seeing some outstanding individual defense here to start this ball game.
Champagnie, that was basically a pass. Cornett couldn't finish it initially. Second, third, final chance goes down. And a timeout by Mark Daigneault as he's frustrated with that defensive rebounding. And yeah, Luke Cornett, you could bark a little bit. That was a dog-like play in the paint.
Look at SGA again, looking at the shot clock. Definitely knows time, place, and where he is on the floor. SGA starting to get warm here.
Sportsnet.ca has got the NBA and the Raptors covered.
What? You can't cover me.
With breaking news, scores, highlights, and more. You won't miss a moment.
On Sportsnet.ca.
The truck with road presence. The truck with a sport performance hood. 20-inch all-black aluminum wheels. Rugged black grille. And it comes with Canada's best full-size truck limited powertrain warranty. The new 2026 Ram 1500 Black Express. Starting at $56,995.
We are a nation of builders. In the 1950s, Canada built the St. Lawrence Seaway. It led to thousands of jobs and more than $1 trillion of cargo shipped to the world. It's time to build big again with Canadian workers, steel, lumber, and technology. We'll be our own best customer, sell more to the world, and take control of our future. It's time to build strong. A message from the Government of Canada.
As a Sportsnet host, I love sharing stories that showcase the heart and family spirit within Canadian communities. Cal's Replay Fund keeps that energy alive by granting nonprofits and grassroots organizations funds to create fun, sustainable public spaces made from recycled tire materials. With the help of Cal's Replay Fund, St. George Lions Club built the Sunny Hill Park Playground, a sensory play space for all ages using recycled rubber sourced from Canadian scrap tires. Apply today and help bring new life to your local facilities.
Only real virtuosos can play the Canadian winter. The Ram 4x4 winter event returns with power, traction, and stability that won't miss a beat. Take the strongest Ram 1500 ever into the cold and drive confidently with Canada's best full-size truck powertrain limited warranty. Get 0% financing for 60 months on the 2026 Ram 1500 or 0% financing for 72 months on the 2026 Ram 2500. Plus, make no payments for 90 days.
CeraVe Moisturizing Cream. More hydration. More dryness relief. CeraVe, developed with dermatologists, demanded by me, your skin.
Up your game with CeraVe, the official skincare and hair care partner of the NBA.
Wouldn't life be great if you didn't have to wait for that bucket list trip? Invest with Fidelity.
6 consecutive seasons, these in regular season matchups serve as just good data points.
Yeah, and you know, you continue to work on it as well. That's a nice little down screen by Caruso to free up Wiggins. He's been solid here. A couple assists on those drives we've already talked about in the top part of this first quarter. That time knocking down the trifecta to regain the lead for the Thunder.
Wiggins, such a great energy provider. There was Caruso off the bench with the steal. Got down to the rim, but missed the layup. Did everything but finish. The kick out, Barnes. He's going to miss his second one as Jay Will steps into the game, coming off the bench as well.
I like what Jay Will did. He got underneath Cornette. You got to make contact with that big guy, and then you got to go up and get the basketball, too.
Jay Will left open, the three, strong. And Keldon Johnson looked like he was in position for that rebound. And Wiggins, just a little extra pressure, stabbed him. And Johnson, the last to touch it out of bounds.
This is really just great energy by Wiggins to get in there, force the turnover. We've already seen him knock down a three. Pass out a couple of assists as well. A couple of tasty dishes on those assists.
Well, Aaron Wiggins getting the start tonight, but it doesn't matter what role he's in. Starting, coming off the bench, he's going to provide whatever this Thunder team needs. Just a perfect tonic at the right time. Barnes is going to hit the bench. Former Thunder player Lindy Waters comes in. A.J. Mitchell also coming in for Mark Daigneault. As SGA got the matchup here with Cornette. From the nail, missed it. Pops back out, A.J. Mitchell. Gives it up to SGA. Cross-court pass, Jay Will. In and out, no good on the three. And a couple of shots there, Michael, that you like.
Well, that's right, and the offense is producing those good open looks. Anytime you got a wide open three, you've got to take it. If you don't take it, it basically becomes a turnover.
As Harper connects from downtown, he went scoreless in the game against Minnesota. Maybe his worst game as a rookie, the number 2 pick. As Jay Will trying to play catalyst there at the top. It's Wiggins back to him. Jay Will hanging in the air, using that big body through the contact for the tough 2.
How about once again, Aaron Wiggins is just at the hands of some really good plays here in this first quarter for the Thunder.
Keldon Johnson gave it up. Cornette is going to get fouled. Wiggins, Michael, talking about being in the middle of these plays, he's already got 4 assists.
Yeah, that's a big number, too. This is at number 4 right there. As you mentioned, Jay Will using that big body to take the contact from Cornette, who's got 2 free throws. But what an auspicious start for Aaron Wiggins, as he has been solid here in this first quarter.
As Cornette, the 9-year veteran at the line. Last 4 years with Boston, now on his 6th team, but comes in. He's another 7-footer. Castle's going to take a seat early in this first quarter. Nick Gallo pointing out, Michael, that he went to Vanderbilt. We got to make sure we get that in. There's not very many guys from Vanderbilt in the NBA.
No, I just remember when Jerry Stackhouse used to coach there at Vanderbilt. That's about all I remember.
Every time
I'm smiling at Nick Gallo here.
Cornette and Darius Garland, we have to mention it. SGA got to his spot. Nice fade away over Cornette. That's almost an automatic 2 for the reigning MVP.
Yeah, that's a tough cover. When you get that switch on SGA.
Johnson down the lane, ran right into Jay Will. Bounced off of him. Johnson, who has been an automatic jolt for the Spurs off the bench, has his first points. And A.J. Mitchell dribbled that off of his leg. Out of bounds, a rare turnover for him. He's been so reliable handling the basketball. We got 2 of the best defenses in the NBA. The Thunder #1 defense in the league. Waters behind the three-point line. Cornette just too much height there on that offensive rebound.
Well, he's one of those guys. He's not really a high jumper as much as he is a position rebounder. You just got to get underneath him and push him away from the basket with your lower body.
So you got to get into it, is what you're saying.
Absolutely.
Mitchell, the relocation, wants to drive on Cornette. Tough, back iron, and he tipped it up. He was on his way down and still able to flick it with his right hand.
Oh, man. That second bounce was sweeter than the first. He just got up in the air for the second time before the defense could even get there.
Fox, the lob. Cornette's got another 2. He is just so tall inside. Got enough skill, enough athleticism to do enough damage. Mitchell, that's going to be short. Jay Will, able to track it down. Get an extra possession. SGA threw a couple of defenders in the left hand. The feathery touch. And a little kiss off the window for the 8-1. And so SGA getting into his offense, taking advantage of the reach. He'll be at the line.
OG&E and the Thunder are proud to partner together to recognize local first responders who embody our values of teamwork, integrity, public service, individual safety and well-being, and who live safely. Tonight, we honor Captain Ryan Reeves of the Guthrie Fire Department. Captain Reeves is a long-standing member of the department and has served as captain since 2021. Ryan consistently demonstrates leadership by taking on additional responsibilities that strengthen training, safety, and overall department readiness. He plays a key role in developing and delivering training in both firefighting and emergency medical services, often seeking out additional education on his own time and bringing that knowledge back to his team. His commitment to learning and investing in others helps shape the strong training culture the department benefits from today. Beyond training, Ryan exemplifies teamwork, professionalism, and service. He frequently volunteers to support short-staffed crews, ensuring the department continues to meet the needs of the community. Known for his compassion and steady presence, Ryan consistently provides high-quality care and service, both on the job and through his involvement in community safety efforts and Firefighters Association, supporting initiatives that benefit local families and youth. The work that leads to this recognition is not defined by a single moment, but by a continued pattern of leadership and commitment over time. Those contributions continue to influence the department today and reflect the type of captain and public servant Ryan Reeves proves himself to be.
And now turn your attention to the court as we honor our OG&E safety partner, Captain Ryan Reeves of the Guthrie Fire Department. Captain Reeves is joined by Vice President of Community Engagement at the Thunder, Aaron Oldfield, and Vice President of Sales at OG&E, Keith Erickson. And we are proud to present him with a custom jersey courtesy of OG&E. Thank you, Captain Reeves, for your outstanding service, bravery, and dedication to protecting our community.
Welcome back to Paycom Center. The Thunder wrapping up a quick 2-game homestand with a matchup tonight against the San Antonio Spurs. One area that has allowed the Thunder to be so successful over the last 2 years or so is their depth. And Alex Caruso told me this morning at shoot-around that the Thunder has a lot of guys on their roster who can step up and perform regardless of what role they're playing in. And it's actually pretty unique, and that's exactly what we saw in the Thunder's last matchup against the Miami Heat, where the bench poured in 54 points. That now marks 12 games this season where the Thunder has had at least 50 points off the bench. That ties for the second most in the NBA. And Aaron Wiggins is a great example of this. A guy who came off the bench in that game against Miami and is starting tonight. And he said after that win against Miami that coming off the bench isn't an easy skill set. But he said that's the thing about our team. We have a lot of guys who can start and come off the bench and be successful in either of those roles, Guy.
Thank you, Paris. And you go back to guys like Alex Caruso, Michael, coming off the bench, and everybody's capable, and we've seen it from all those guys, but just understanding maybe what is needed in a particular game, picking up where the starters left off, or maybe providing a little bit of energy coming off the bench, just deciding what the game needs. But these guys are so good at it, whatever their role might be.
Yeah, well, it's just playing the game already. You're never guaranteed points. You're never guaranteed minutes. You just have to be ready. And, you know, being a player, you know, in this league, when you get past years 1, 2, 3, you understand that. And you just take what you get and you make the most of it. And these guys have learned that, and even in the early part of their careers.
So Jalen Williams just picked up a foul. And San Antonio had only 3.3 seconds on the shot clock after that Keldon Johnson air ball. And Alex Caruso thought that it was going to hit the rim. It ended up going off of his hand out of bounds. And so San Antonio gets that reset shot clock up to 14. Thunder with a little zone here, Mike.
Well, and that's how you change it up. Oh, good block. Jay Will, folks. He read that perfectly.
Wasn't going to let Harper get in the lane.
That's a good anchoring of the Thunder's defense.
Oh, Jay sees a crease, attacks and scores, and he hits the deck. Now the Thunder got to get back on defense. Fournette.
Oh, man. Fournette got the Samsonite Award.
You thought he got away with one?
He may have gotten away. That's going to be a push in the back on Cornette. Easy call for the official. How about this? Oh, that's a swap master. Jay Will and Shea, tough finish here.
Shea playing through the contact. He's been one of the best in the NBA. 39-1, since third most in the league.
And he probably takes the most contacts on drives where he just doesn't get the whistle. Just keeps going back in there. Like you should.
Trying to once again drive, create something outside. Jay Will spikes up just in front of the bench. No good on the three. And the Thunder race back, trying to slow down Harper on the move. And that time Jay Will once again going for the block, but commits the foul. Second foul on Jay Will. And that's what Harper's a slasher. He does not want to stand behind the three-point line, and that's going to be one that Mark Daigneault wisely is not going to challenge. So the 19-year-old at the free throw line. Diamonds Direct is giving you the chance to win big. Enter to win a $10,000 Henry Dawsey necklace from Diamonds Direct, 2 Thunder game tickets, and an overnight stay at the Omni Hotel on February 7th. Visit OKCThunder.com/DiamondsDirect to enter.
Jalen Harper, son of former NBA player Ron Harper, if you remember him from the 80s, 90s, had some battles against his dad. He's a little bit smaller.
His dad was a physical player,
He was a physical player, a little bit taller, about 6'7". Played in Chicago, the Clippers, and also started with the Cleveland Cavaliers as Caruso starts with a 3 to get the Thunder back ahead here. What a back and forth game it has been so far in this first quarter.
Fox trying to use his speed. Get downhill, pulls up, missed the lefty. SGA, eyes up. Probably wants to go 2 for 1. Shea is going to go to the free throw line. Going right at Lindy Waters. And SGA has already had a very productive first quarter. And this Caruso three, Mike, this had some arch to it.
Yeah, how about the ball movement too? Step back, that's a difficult shot. Nothing but the center of the rim. When I was growing up, we used to say chain money. You know, hit the chain. You don't know about them chains. You know?
Yeah, you got to get the double rims and the chain outside.
Were you Back to the Future or something? Did you like go in a car like that, you know, that aluminum car, that DeLorean, back and look at the rim? I didn't think you were old enough to know that.
I remember when I was younger, if you wanted to play basketball, sometimes that's all you had. I'd rather take the metal chain than nothing at all, right?
Absolutely. 100, partner. Oh, good stuff. And Shea makes both free throws.
Absolutely. Johnson, so good at getting to the rim. Left it a little bit short. Jay Will the rebound.
Jay Will's making the defense pretty solid since he came in the ball game, folks.
SGA, free throw line jumper, pulls up. That is so sweet. Nothing but net. How about the first quarter for SGA up to 13?
Thunder in a nice little rhythm here, enjoying their largest lead of the game.
Johnson shut off initially, kept the dribble alive. That's a travel. He got away with it. Waters is going to have that three-point shot blocked to close out this first quarter. The Thunder put up 32 thanks to SGA and the work that he put in on the offensive end.
Just a balanced attack. The Thunder got to the rim. Aaron Wiggins did a great job of getting the Thunder started here in his first quarter. 12 minutes in the books. Thunder up 6.
Ladies and gentlemen, performing for you live at Center Court, please make some noise for your Thunder Girls.
You're fine and stuff, but does he know how to wind you up?
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together one more time for your Thunder Girls, presented by Diamonds Direct and supported by House Salon, Radiance Medical Aesthetics, Glow Tanning, and the YMCA of Greater Oklahoma City.
Thunder and the Spurs for the 4th time this year. Good shot of Myriad Gardens right next door to us here from Paycom Center. First quarter, a solid one for OKC, particularly from a field goal percentage point, Michael, but a lot of that, those 14 points in the paint, critical for the Thunder throughout the night.
Well, they've done a great job of getting to that paint area ever since Christmas Day. Averaging about 56 points in the paint. We talked about in the pregame the Thunder getting 66 points in the paint a couple nights ago in the same building against the Miami Heat. The guy right there, SGA, with those 13 points in the first quarter led the way, but I like the action and activity of Aaron Wiggins. I thought he did a great job of setting guys up and then calling his own number when he needed to.
Thunder played with good energy, good pace in that first quarter. Have a 6-point lead. San Antonio comes out with its starting 5 here to start the second. J-Dub's pass, cross-court, got picked off by Fox. Wembanyama driving, stopping, left hand, turn around, good. Crafty move there, thought he was going right, finished left. Wembanyama starts this second quarter. Joe's in the game for the first time. He's moved by Mitchell outside. Wallace already made 1 3. Not that time. There's Fox. Trying to get downhill instead. Back outside to Castle. What'd you think of the Thunder defense in the first quarter?
Well, I really liked it. They did a good job of just not making the Spurs work hard for their baskets. That's another one right there. Tough shot by Wembanyama. Highly contested by Chet.
J-Dub stops on a dime, pulls up. Man, not going to get the bounce. That's a shot he takes with regularity going left. Wembanyama again trying to get a little bit of speed. Went again for that left-handed jam. That time didn't have the angle as Chet kept him out of the lane.
Yeah, the Thunder's got numbers too.
And that's swiped out of bounds by Fox.
How about this is back-to-back tough physical defense by Chet on Wembanyama. Just not allowing him to get to the rim to be able to dunk the ball on you, bump him off of his spot.
You want to be physical with Wembanyama as much as you can. It's one of the keys. That's one thing that Minnesota did last night was defending him. They had Julius Randle all over him. And Chet's going to get fouled.
How about this little redirect with his dribble? Wembanyama out of position. Clipped him.
Even louder.
First foul on Wembanyama. Here in the early portion of the second. Mitchell trying to drive. Gets downhill. Keeping that ball moving. The cut. Open man. Mitchell relocation. Wide open for 3. Just can't convert. You love to see that kind of passing. You take a corner wide open 3 all night. Castle inside is Holmgren came over. Swatted it right on the backboard, but a foul. Wallace picks up number 3. That's a bit of a concern. The Spurs want a goaltend. Close.
There's a foul by Wallace on the upper body.
Enter today and you could score 2 lower-level tickets to see the Thunder take on the Milwaukee Bucks on February 12th. One lucky winner also gets a 1-year subscription to the Oklahoman, keeping you in the know on everything Thunder basketball. Enter now at OKCThunder.com/theOklahoman. Castle goes 2 for 2 at the free throw line. He's up to 8 points. You see the Spurs, Mike, they're really trying to allow Wembanyama to hang back. As J-Dub sees a crease on the left side and then hits the accelerator for the score.
And you got there real quick too before Wembanyama. How about this? Nice little poke away. This is what the Thunder want to continue to do against the Spurs tonight, folks. Turn them over.
They've not been able to turn the Spurs over at a season average rate over the course of the year. Fox, speed down the lane, and an easy deuce in transition. Certainly don't want to give San Antonio the opportunities. Fox has been quiet so far. That's his first basket. Well, the Thunder continue to attack. The latest, Jalen Williams, timeout on the floor.
$2,000 from Mid-First Bank. I'm excited about this one. It's a Mid-First Bank shot contest. Starts with the free throw contest. Now, only one of these ballers will advance to the half-court shot to win that big check for $20,000. So we got Tice. He's shooting off against Caleb. Gentlemen, I'll have you go to your free throw lines. We'll get this game started. They got 24 seconds to shoot and make as many shots as they can. Winner moves on to the half-court shot. We'll get them started in 3, 2, 1, shoot.
Give me that money, 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 give me that money, 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 give me that money, 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 money.
Still got time.
Money, money, give me that money, 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 money.
Time. All right, we have a clear winner with 8 baskets at the final buzzer. Make some noise for Caleb. Wait a minute. Hopefully we can make this birthday boy's dream come true. It's his birthday. Caleb, I think you can do it. Whenever you're ready. And, oh wow, a little too much confidence. Not enough aim. That's all right, though, Caleb. You did your thing. You won the free throw contest fair and square. We're going to hook you up with $100 from Mid-First Bank. Let's hear it for him.
Straight style, y'all don't like the way I talk.
Let's go!
News and notes around the NBA brought to you by the University of Central Oklahoma. James Harden passed Shaquille O'Neal, 9th all-time on the scoring list at over 28,000 points. Rudy Gobert, he's going to get a suspension by 6 flagrant fouls. So he is out tonight against the Milwaukee Bucks. And on this day, January 13th, 1962, the legend that is Wilt Chamberlain, he scored 73 points. Yes, that is correct. I had to double check with our producer, Steve Melton. The Chicago Packers, which sounds like an oxymoron. That was a record at the time. Of course, Wilt has the record with 100, but going up against the Chicago Packers, and this is what I'm talking about, Michael. Pre-1980, there's no video of NBA basketball.
Yeah.
Like, why isn't there video footage of that?
Well, there's sometimes, history, you tell it by eye, and, they got stats. But, it's a funny history with the Chicago Packers. They became the Chicago Zephyrs. They became the Baltimore Bullets, the Washington Bullets, and now the Washington Wizards.
Good knowledge.
Yeah, and I wasn't there. Don't try to make fun of me either. I was not.
I was going to leave that one alone tonight.
Okay.
Tough finish for A.J. Mitchell. Coming across the lane. He uses his physicality to get to the free throw line.
This is a good finish, too. And a good point for the Thunder as well. As Barnes would pick up number 2 on the bump on Mitchell. He's so clever and crafty with the basketball. Tough to keep in front of you.
Shifty, strong with the basketball, great handles, can play through those bumps. Don't be deceived by maybe his shorter stature because he is bulky. It's Kenrich on the backside of Wembanyama. Under 5 seconds. The fade away and the score. That is just good offense with a late shot clock with Kenrich Williams all over.
Yeah, Kenrich made it work for it too.
J-Dub did a good job. Nope, he stepped on the tape. It was gonna be close. You could see it. He's gonna have to tap his way close along the tape, but just couldn't do it. And a rare Thunder turnover. Doing that little dance, the baseline dance.
Look at this double screen up top. for Fox. And it leads to a 3-ball by Champagne.
Just the third 3 of the game for San Antonio. 2 for 12 prior to that make. That ties it at 37. Holmgren thought about taking that 3. Instead, J-Dub, little crossover, cuts inside, and he's going to get to the free throw line. This is where the Thunder might be staying aggressive, trying to get downhill, continuing to put pressure, because what the Spurs are doing is just trying to let Wembanyama hang back.
Yeah, and you know, you're going to get those kind of shots, and J-Dub keeps going in there. He's got free throws coming on this one.
Now quick word from Jack in the Box.
My fan favorite Chicken Supreme is back, starting at $4.99. Welcome to Jack in the Box.
Talked about those points in the paint, and a lot of them don't show up because sometimes when you drive in that area, you know, you get free throws. You like that as well. You know, that's kind of a cause and effect of driving to the basket, where most calls are made on drives to the basket than taking jump shots.
Barnes trying to feed it to Wembanyama with J-Dub up on him. Trying to get a little pressure there. Wembanyama way off on that shot. Thunder trying to get out of the break. Isaiah Joe and the step on Champagne, and then puts it down for the dunk.
And how about the pass by Chet Holmgren? Like a quarterback in football, just hit him where he thought he was going. And it was perfect. It was A.J. Mitchell. Look at that. Right over the top of Champagne. As Joe goes streaking down the floor for 2.
Wheel of Fate, and see what fun is in store for us tonight. Thunder Vision, let's do this. Here we go. All right, it's... Yes, the karaoke cam. All right, fans, it's time to keep those vocal cords going with a little karaoke. Let's hear what song we're singing.
Where it began,
Oh, a classic. Here we go.
I can't begin to know it, but then I know it's growing strong.
It's not a lip sync cam, it's a karaoke cam. Let me hear ya.
Wasn't the spring, and spring became the summer. Who'd have believed you'd come along?
Okay, I know you know this part. Here we go.
Hands, touching hands, reaching out, touching me, touching you. Night, and it don't seem so lonely. We fill it up with only 2. And when I hurt, hurting runs off my shoulders. How can I hurt when holding you? Touching warm, reaching out, touching me, touching you.
Here we go, man.
Good times
against us in half-court offense. They try to get into a zone. That matchup zone, Michael, that you mentioned on Sunday that Miami played, getting out and running is a massive way to thwart that.
Yeah, it just opens up the floor, builds your confidence, builds your offense too. And a lot of times when a game gets a little slow, those turnovers kind of open up the game. It kind of flips it back in your favor. I tell you, you don't get too many games, as Nick was talking about, that big number of 39 points off turnovers as they did a couple of nights ago against the Heat in this building.
They'd love to get those type of turnovers against San Antonio. The Spurs have held on to the basketball well in the matchup so far. And just 3 turnovers so far tonight. And your coaches might talk about those extra possessions and just how important they are with the margins as thin as they are in the NBA. The possession battle. One of those phrases you hear so much now from coaches. Joe had to step there on Champagny, and J-Dub. He couldn't quite dribble that cleanly off the handoff from Kenrich. Jalen Williams trying to tell Mark Daigneault potentially to challenge it, but might have made a subtle swipe there. I don't know. We'd have to look at that one again. Harper, quick pass outside. Blows out on Johnson. Harper made 1-3. Not that time. Cornette almost had the putback. As Holmgren brings it off the floor, wants to attack the big man. Goes inside, and Cornette's going to pick up another foul. That's his second. And Holmgren's going to go to the free throw line as he got it and immediately went into attack mode.
Yeah, what a smart play by Chet. Just to go into his arms. Everything is good by Cornette, but he's got him in the spin cycle right there. There he is trying to get it up. And hits him on the elbow. That's a nice quick attack by the Thunder to get that ball to Chet, to not allow Cornette to set up and them to set up that zone defense. Remember, they did a little zone defense in the bottom part of that first quarter. You can't run a zone if you're running out in transition.
So much easier to go up against an unsettled defense, Mike, compared to one that's set up in the half court. You hear it night after night from coaches how they want to be able to set up the half court defense because it's slower paced.
Yeah.
Harper trying to spin on Joe. Now has to pass, and Mitchell almost had the deflection of the turnover.
Yeah, and A.J. Mitchell got clipped on that screen. That should have been an offensive foul. Man, he got wiped out as he was blindsided. Looked at the official. Take a look at it. I mean, he didn't even give him a chance to get by him, and he wasn't even set. Lawrence may have gotten away with one on that one, but
see Johnson trying to use his physicality. Little turnaround shot. That is not easy, but Johnson was determined. J-Dub bounces off a Castle. Tough fadeaway. Hits the side of the backboard. Castle's got it. Sprinting hip to hip. Shut off by Kenrich. Extra pass. Johnson missed the 3. Nice rebound on the weak side by Williams. Mitchell's got his head up. Attacking. And ran into Cornette and Barnes. Now San Antonio back the other way. J-Dub takes a bump. Barnes outside. Thought there might have been a whistle. Didn't get it. And Barnes rattles it in.
Man, you call a walk on that play anytime you want. Harper had stopped thinking he had committed it. Officials didn't quite read it that way.
Coming up on 5 minutes left to go in the first half. Tied at 43. Mitchell, hard drive. The shot no good. That'll be last touch by Kenrich. They say off San Antonio. Cornette baffled by the call. Let's see what Mitch Johnson decides to do. We didn't have the best vantage point, Mike. But they're saying that was last touch by Luke Cornette.
Good battle by Kenrich to give the Thunder an extra possession here.
And there's going to be a foul on Keldon Johnson as he was trying to battle through his screen.
Yeah, just literally ran through the screen of Jay Will. Yeah, that's going to be free throws. Yes. He just basically levels him. And that's before the ball was inbounded. So if you wonder why SGA is taking a free throw, that's what happens.
And away from the play foul, but SGA not able to convert. First miss at the free throw line. First miss for the Thunder at the free throw line. With Caruso coming back in, but an advantage here for OKC. Get the bonus now for the last 5 minutes of the quarter.
Yeah, that's where you want to drive the basketball and get to that free throw line. It is hard to get to the free throw line if you're the Thunder.
What an excellent play. Alex Caruso, backdoor cut, backside SGA. An easy two for him.
It's just a nice set piece. You're right, partner, to get an easy two for SGA.
Biggest lead in this game has been 6. Johnson off the catch. Nice rebound by Jay Will.
Jay Will did a good job of going into Cornette's body first and then go get the rebound second.
That's what you suggested earlier in the game, right? Yeah, you just got to get physical, get underneath.
Yeah, look at this. He's wide open, too, on that three.
Not able to convert from downtown.
But I don't want to keep taking those shots because Cornette is like a drop-back coverage guy. When I say drop-back, folks, he's all the way in the paint trying to stop action.
Physical play there. Jade Will once again getting into the body of Cornette, who lost the angle. Joe, extra pass on the baseline. Too much speed. Jay Will coming across and couldn't get the reverse. Fox kept his pivot foot down. And now the Spurs forced to run a little bit of offense. Harper on the drive. And they call the blocking foul, and he's going to go to the line. And Isaiah Joe called for the personal. That was a scattered sequence on both ends. Joe trying to get there in time.
A lot of free throws between these two teams so far. The Thunder have taken 11. This will be free throws 13 and 14 for the Spurs. One of those 11 free throws for the Thunder came on a foul before the ball was inbounded. So free throw shooting pretty much even. I'm sure that's an adjustment that both teams probably want to make in the second half. As the Thunder been in the bonus since well over 5 minutes. Just keep driving the basketball. Unless you get those wide open looks, well, they've had a few wide open looks. You got to take that. You got to take those shots. You don't. Those are basically a turnover for your offense.
Stephon Castle right now just staying glued to SGA regardless of what happens with the basketball. Caruso, nice little subtle ball fake. What does he do? Cornette attacks, scores, takes a bump, plus the foul. And Caruso to the line. Another foul on Cornette. That's his third. And a chance at a three-point play.
And how about that exchange, too, to get that mismatch? And he just attacks and goes right into the paint. Takes the shot. Yeah, gets hit right in the face and body. Somehow made that shot. He stayed on the floor for a little while trying to shake it off. But it always feels better when you got one free throw coming up. You take a hard knock, and it's an and one.
We talk about decisions in the NBA a lot, Michael. And Caruso had decisions there because he caught that ball on the wing, could have taken the three instead, had the punt fake. But then you get by that initial defender, you got Luke Cornette waiting for you. You have to make a quick decision.
Yeah, that guy, he's not a screwdriver type defender. He's a hammer. He's going to hammer you exactly the way he just did.
Big difference between the two. In and out of the turnaround was Castle, SGA. Got it up the floor quickly. Now he's got it back in his hands. Looking for more offense. Not going to get it there on that shot. He's been so good offensively here in the first half. Castle. Champagny, a three. That's his second. Neither one of these teams shooting the ball all that well from downtown. Jay getting downhill. Jay will open. Comes right back. He's got it.
I'll say it again. If you get a wide open shot at this level, you got to take it. Because defenses are designed for you to not get an open shot.
Champagny not afraid to shoot it, and all of a sudden, we got 3 straight possessions with threes. Champagny's felt very good about his offense. He's been putting up points. Former player out of St. John's. Caruso can't score the 3 there. Castle the rebound. Champagny. Not that time. They were just trying to get him the ball after making 2. Mitchell, nobody slows him down. Why not take it all the way to the cup? And an easy 2 in transition.
And Gallo talked about that. Getting out in transition, getting those easy buckets. That's on display right there.
Thunder with the advantage. Narrow advantage. Points in the paint. Fox again trying to cut through the defense. Castle way off. Nice rebound by Wiggins. Jay Will a little slow getting down the floor. SGA off the screen. And Caruso's going to commit the loose ball foul there. That's the 4th team foul.
How about this quick offense? Surveying it. You just say, look, okay, you're not going to stop me. I got him on my right side. Cornette's not in front of me. He's out of position because he's trying to get back in transition. Easy bucket for A.J. Mitchell. He's so smart. He's got such a high IQ for recognizing an ever-changing defense and where those spots open up where he can get in there and make that kind of play.
If there's a spot, he will find it. If there is anything close to daylight, you know A.J. Mitchell's going to get there. Zip pass. Champagny run off the 3-point line and then missed the scoop. Wembanyama is going to get fouled. He tried the cock back, put back. And Wembanyama's going to go to the free throw line. And you can see Holmgren get a piece of the arm. First foul. With Wembanyama. Missing that first free throw. We're in the booze inside Paycom Center. Been battling those injuries over the course of the season. Had the calf injury that forced him to miss some time. Then the hyperextended knee forced him to miss some time. But his numbers over the first 3 years of his career, very similar. He's averaging the exact same points this year that he was last year, 24.3.
And they've been able to play well without him, too. That big 8-game winning streak that they were on for a while there, he missed most of that.
Castle way up on SGA. West to recover. Late shot clock. Bounces off the Champagny. He's going to have to make something happen. Spins away for the double team. And it pops back over to Holmgren. Holmgren takes a bump from Champagny and is going to the line. That was almost just a spectacular move from SGA, who almost spun away from a double team for a brilliant shot.
He got hammered, too, by Wembanyama. That's what he was talking to the officials about. And there's that body block by Champagny to put Chet back at that free throw line.
Third trip for Holmgren. Want to really take advantage of the free throw line. It's always one thing to get there. It's another thing to turn it into your friend and knock him down. And that's what the Thunder have done here in the first half, 12 out of 13.
Yeah. Spurs sitting on 16 attempts. A lot of times officials have a tendency to tighten that up in the second half. Kind of let the game free flow a little bit between these two ball clubs.
Get a chance to go 2 for 1. See how much time San Antonio runs off the clock. Castle waiting for something to develop. Some away from the ball screening. And Wembanyama faces up on Jada. Shoots over the top. Way too strong. Holmgren the rebound. He got 3 seconds. Caruso, he'll heave it from midcourt. It's going to be short. And that is the end of half number 1. And the Thunder have the advantage. A 3-point advantage in what has been a grind and a battle. Once again with the San Antonio Spurs. Fun environment here inside Paycom Center. Nick and Paris will take you through halftime and get you all set up for quarter number 3.
Something wrong? I just learned this new dance online, but I got nowhere to show it all. I'm the perfect place to show your foot. Join thousands of screaming fans for an in-person experience at the stage of March Madness. Thanks, Professor. My March Madness is finally. Maybe you workshop that.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, for your halftime entertainment tonight, the Thunder is proud to bring to you an international performer known for her acrobatics, archery, and style. All the way from London, England, let's welcome Orissa Kelly. Ladies and gentlemen, one huge round of applause for Arissa Kelly.
Now turn your attention to Thunder Vision as the Thunder would like to welcome the public.
6 games of Hoops on a Monday night. Let's take flight on the one and only top 10 on NBA.com at number 10. Oh, no way, Precious. Let this happen to him. Luka with the fake pass leaves Achua lost as he shows him who's boss, getting that one in at number 10. Moving along to number 9 to watch the number 1 pick get sick. Cooper Flag taken to the air, and that's not fair. Cooper the Hooper tags the rim, getting in at number 9. We're up to number 8. You better share it with Jarrett. Jarrett Allen goes up and gets this thing and throws it home at the throne, bringing the truth from the roof on this alley-oop. We're up to number 7, and Cooper Flag's back again. It's not a pocket pass, it's a pocket person. He splits the defense and hits the fading, somehow, circus shot. That one goes home, and it's in for number 7 for Cooper Flag, and he's not done, because Terrence gets manhandled by Cooper Flag as he's tracking back and smacking that shot, coming help side to deny on the fly. That one gets in at number 6 for the Dallas Mavericks. We're up to number 5, and just get out of this guy's way when he's making a play right down the lane, bringing the pain. It's Joel ringing the bell, getting in at number 5 for the Philadelphia 76ers. On to number 4, where we always get up off the floor, and Nemias Keita right down the lane and just crunching that one in. Keita posterizing on the fly. He's in at number 4. We're up to number 3, and hotter than wasabi in your windpipe when he takes flight. That's Naquan Tomlin throwing it in, just racing down the court. Too tough to stop. He's in at number 3. Up to number 2 now, and a little pirouette, you bet. Jay with a display of ballet as he twists and throws that one in at the rim. Jay Huff, tough enough to get in at number 2, but at number 1. Less than 10 seconds to go, tie game, but Pascal Siakam got him. Off glass with class past the Boston Celtics. Pascal Siakam wins the game and lands at number 1 on the NBA.com. Touch it.
Today, along with American Fidelity, we proudly recognize having given away 250,000 books. 250,000!
It's possible because of our amazing partnership that we have with American Fidelity, who also believes that reading can change lives. And because of that, the Rolling Thunder book bus is going to keep rolling.
I can't hear you. Are we Thunder fans? Yeah! There it goes!
Teachers and education support personnel know that the best thing for a child to instill lifelong learning is to have a book. We're extremely proud of the fact that we're able to do whatever we can to give those kids the opportunity.
We understand the importance of reading and literacy. Learning unlocks opportunity and future potential for everyone.
We got to have the very first book. We get to have the 250,000 book. So we wanted to make sure that we celebrate that and support their ongoing success.
The award is important because it honors frontline heroes. Man, Captain Reeves embodies all of our core values: teamwork, integrity, public service, individual safety. Let's give Ryan Reeves another round of applause.
Oh, it's one of the best feelings in the world, knowing that you have so much support around you. I love the teamwork atmosphere because one person can't do the job up here. It takes team effort on everything, and the more people we have working together towards a common goal, the better our success is.
You know, it's days like today that, you know, keep us going and give us a boost in morale, and I can't thank you enough, so thank you.
to cut you off, Captain, but look, Lady Gaga is courtside. There's Lady Gaga enjoying the action.
Can I just go Gaga, or I gotta go form?
No, your shall address her as Lady.
Oh, okay.
Me and my crew live militant. So much like that's the element. Being that I am the son of a king. My reign supreme was imminent. My reign supreme was imminent.
That was your expanded look at the first half, presented by Expand Energy.
I ain't done, I got work to get to, baby. I ain't done yet. I ain't done, I got work to get to, baby. The life I ain't choose, it fell in my lap. I stepped in its music, it fell in all traps. The test when you lose it, hold on. I said the test when you lose it and get it all back. The text I'm on, I can put it in all caps. They left me alone, but I'm grateful about that. Yeah, just what I needed, I'm here for a reason. Now watch me tee up like a real Polynesian. When he gon' stop? Probably when he stop breathing. Looked at my watch, on the off season. I'm back and I'm better right when they didn't believe it. Can't count me out cause his eyes are getting evil.
Fans, it's time to get ready for the second half. It's the Riverwind Casino Countdown.
We're the loudest in the league for a reason. Take the energy to the next level. Start the second half better than the first. And bring the thunder! All right, now, you sound good, but I need you to sound like Loud City. Nobody does loud like OKC. So do what you do best, Oklahoma. All right, O City, we got 24 more minutes of Thunder basketball, and that means you've got to get loud. Let's crank it up, 405.
The Western Conference has shown year after year how deep it is. Tonight's matchup features the two best records in the Western Conference. Oklahoma City 33-7, the San Antonio Spurs 27-12. 3-point game at the half. Before we start quarter number 3, let's get our update from Paris.
Thanks, Chris. Well, the Spurs are only shooting 37% from the field, and I asked Thunder assistant coach Eric Maynard what's been working on the defensive end. He told me that the Thunders had a really strong shell. He said it's a 5-man defense, and we're doing a good job showing crowds, but it's a 48-minute game, so we have to continue to have good possessions like that on both ends of the floor, guys.
That's a good offensive possession right out of the gate. J-Dub going left, finishes right.
Yeah, how good is it to see him have a field goal drop that early? He's been going at it.
He's into double digits, and Wembanyama off the miss. I don't know if that was a pass or a shot off the drive from Capsule. Either way, it was in his range.
Yeah, I think it was a shot. He just timed it perfectly. How about J-Dub going in there again to Paris's point? Getting those easy baskets.
Two quick ones for J-Dub, who's matched up with Wembanyama on the defensive end here. Trying to use his physicality. Holmgren in the vicinity, and somehow Wembanyama still able to slip in there and use that wiry frame to get the deuce. Wembanyama, the leading scorer for San Antonio with 14. Wallace, naked three on the sideline. My goodness, I don't know if he's going to be any more open on a shot all year.
He had plenty of time, man, to line that one up. Just a beautiful pass. Recognizing right away before the defense even saw it.
Fox comes right back with a three. That's just his second made basket. Might get 2 points in the first half. Fox, 32% from downtown. He was 0 for 6 from 3 against Minnesota. That one skims off the rim for Wiggins.
That's 2 wide open looks from downtown. That's the best you can hope for your offense.
Castle behind the three-point line, and Stephon Castle, Michael, he has picked his time against Oklahoma City. He's a 25% three-point shooter. He had 4 in a game earlier this year. He's got 2 tonight. SGA. But the rim goes Chet Holmgren like he's bouncing off a pogo stick.
Wow, this man came over to help out when Shea showed the shot fake.
Loves that spot in the corner. No. Wembanyama took a tumble. And the pass back out to the perimeter. Castle tied up. Tough. Somehow got it over to Barnes. A take 2-3, no good. And it clanks right over to Holmgren.
And in all fairness for a lot of fans, when you fall with the basketball, it's not a walk in the NBA. College, high school, it's a walk immediately.
Wallace passed up the layup inside. Wembanyama fell. Wiggins slices in, and then the scoop off the window. He saw an opening, and he took full advantage. Wiggins once again. There's a nice swipe down on the defensive end. Back-to-back good plays by Aaron Wiggins. Holmgren looking for the cut. And J-Double pull it back out. Shea goes right by Wembanyama. Tied up, takes a spill, and he's going to the free throw line.
It was a smart basketball by the Thunder. Had mismatches. How about this? This is what I was talking about, folks. A little jump shot lob. Did I see that quickly? Because Wiggins is surveying the defense, nice, just slicing and dicing to make his way to the basket.
The thing about that Shea pass to Chet, he passed it like it was his perfect shooting motion with like the pretty backspin and everything. Yeah. And when he first released it, I was like, oh man, that's got way too much on it. And then out of nowhere, here comes his guy.
Yeah, the albatross. Chet just gets up and just throw it above the rim, man. He's been blessed with that great length. Right down tied with their largest lead of the game. That's how close this ball game has been, folks. Sitting at 6 points for Big Blue.
It has been very snug so far. Barnes going to try the other side of the floor. Missed it wide left. Long rebound to SGA. Up ahead, and J-Dub on the move. Full flight for the layup in transition. And just like that, it's a strong start for the Thunder here in the third quarter.
And it's how they're getting it, partner. Get the rebound, getting out in transition, and finishing in that painted area.
By Parrish Devon, the best injury lawyers in the state of Oklahoma and in the business. I am here with tonight's contestant, Jackson. Now here's how this works. There are 4 spots all around the key. Each one has a prize, so the more you make, the more you take home with you. The goal is to make all 4 in 24 seconds. Jackson, are you ready? All right, let's line you up at the first spot. 24 seconds on the shot clock. In 3, 2, 1, shoot. Easy money. All right. You got it, Jackson. You got it. You got it. 10 seconds. 10 seconds. 5 seconds left. And oh, that's all right. Hey, Jackson, come right over here with me real quick. You did great. You made 2 of the 4 shots, and like I said, each spot is a prize. So, we're gonna see what you're taking home. So, spot number 1, Jackson made. He's going home with, spot number 1, a Thunder prize pack. Very great. Spot number 2, he's going home with $44. Not bad, but Rumble, what do you think? Should we bail him out? Should we help him out? What do you have, Rumble? All prizes. Okay, wait. So that means you're going home with the Thunder prize pack, $44 and $400, which means you're going home with a total of $444, courtesy of our friends at Parrish Devon Injury Lawyers. Fans, can we make some noise for tonight's winner, Jackson?
take a look. Tonight's Homeland dish of the game. This was just a couple of moments ago, Mike. This was the SGA shot pass over to Chet for the alley-oop.
Well, I'm going to tell you, that came off a good ball movement. You got your leading scorer being a facilitator with the basketball. And Chet Holmgren just punching his ticket right there at the rim. He has been playing at an all-star level. This guy and Chet Holmgren, definitely want to see those guys in Los Angeles next month, folks. They only got a few more days to vote.
Not days, day.
Day, huh? Absolutely. Okay.
Tomorrow was the last day.
Start right now. J-Dub, he's gotten the Thunder off to a great start. He's certainly one of those guys you want to see in Los Angeles after you do it going for the All-Star game.
Wemby contested shot, good defense. J-Dub was all over him. And a good, clean defensive play. The Thunder got an 8-point lead here, Michael. They got a little spurt, looking for more. And SGA just bangs it home. Yet again going to the line. He's been feeling it on the offensive end.
This is just a tenacious move, folks. Got one-on-one coverage. Fox made the contact, tried to rip the ball from behind. You know, when you spin, most players try to poke the ball away from behind. He got caught, slapped him on the arm, and Shea gets it in one. He's already up to 20 points now. That's another streak of, what, I believe it's at 111 games. Correct me if I'm wrong, partner.
It's just
consecutive.
Climbing. Continues to climb. Fox slings it, baseline, and Castle another three. Getting into this game, 1 for 8 from 3 over the last 2 games. SGA navigating. Now he's matched up onto Wemby. Pulls him out. Stops on a dime. Unglues the big man. And they call an offensive foul.
You know, you got to really be looking for that to call that. I do not agree with that. My goodness. Every single player does that. He did not push him. He did not extend the arm. Take a look at this. He's not even in a legal guarding position. I mean, that's like every single player does that. Fox does it. Wow.
And Wemby on the play.
And I don't blame Mark Down. I'd be all over the official. That's a play that happens 8 or 9 times a game.
Ends up being an offensive foul. Wembanyama has to go to the bench. He came up grimacing and holding that right knee. But it wipes away what would have been a 3-point shot for Cason Wallace as De'Aaron Fox maneuvers right around the free throw line to get 2 more. And the Thunder's lead chopped in half. Holmgren lost his balance, trying to get it away to J-Dub. Fox is going to commit the foul. He's a little upset with things as Fox picks up number 4.
Fox thought that the contact was incidental as he has given the official an earful. Was a pretty light call out front.
They're trying to maintain the momentum that was built here over the first couple of minutes. See if they can continue. Cornette comes in for Wembanyama, and he immediately blocks what would have been a pass, as I believe Wiggins was trying to get it to Holmgren. Castle, and the Spurs coming right back here in the third. Sparked by Castle's 3, and now he's going to the free throw line.
Tough call. Not a whole lot of contact at all. And SGA, Mark Dago looking at Derek Collins going, hey, come on, man. There's a lot more contact in this game than that.
Castle busting out of his slump a little bit. He's been San Antonio's leading scorer, but missed that free throw. SGA trying to get downhill. Skips that pass. They're trying to keep that ball moving around. Off the cycle through the possession. J-Dub with the step and the lead. Just too much speed and skill on the finish.
You know, it's his frame too. 6'7", 6'8", just impressive how he can turn on the afterburners.
Penny, wide left and short. J-Dub will give it up to SGA. Trying to get the rookie, and does, but they're going to say it's on the deck. 14th foul on San Antonio. Not on the shot.
How about this? Here's that speed you were talking about. He just blew right through. Got around Harper. Spun that ball in. Thunder with a little run of their own now after the Spurs made their run.
Good aggressiveness from J-Dub starting this third quarter. SGA dancing, maneuvering, down the speed, the pull-up. And he's going to get the score. Just a little bit of everything. That offense started way behind the three-point line.
Yeah, Cornette thought he was going to get all the way to the basket. A little stop and pop action. And that soft, silky touch by SGA.
Johnson knocked away by Wiggins. Jay Will's able to rip it away from Johnson and avoid the jump ball.
That's just a tough physical play by Jay Will. He's done a great job with it all game.
Jay Will spots up. The corner three is good. So the Thunder do wrestle back that momentum, some emotion from the Thunder. Jay Will from downtown, biggest lead of the night.
David Payne brings you tonight's News 9 weather update.
All right, Thunder fans, David Payne from News 9 driving home after the game. Temperatures in the low 50s out there, nice and cool. Tomorrow, much cooler and windy highs tomorrow in the low 50s. Icy slow, that's the latest tomorrow morning right here on News 9.
This is our home. This is our fortress. This is where we make our stand.
Welcome back. Let's take a look at tonight's bucket chart brought to you by your hometown KFC. The Thunder shooting great so far in this one, 54% from the field. But guys, 10 for 11 so far in the third quarter, just not even 7 minutes in. OKC's offense really humming. I talked to Jay Will before the game, and of course, the Thunder's objective, get into the paint. OKC is excellent when it's up above 50 points in the paint in games. They've already got 42 tonight, but the ability to spread the floor against a team that likes to have that drop back big, Michael, as you say, massive, and we just saw Jay Will bury it from the corner there.
Well, San Antonio coming out of the timeout. New look here as Mitch Johnson, that is a turnover by the Spurs, is the fourth of the night. But this is new, Michael. You got Cornette and Wembanyama on the floor at the same time.
You got the double big. This is why you want to drive the basketball and kick out to shooters. This is what I'm talking about right here. Drive the basketball, kick out to a shooter. Wide open look. Good shot by Caruso.
Wembanyama trying to spin. Took a spill. Here's Caruso, 2-on-1. The lob! Tried to go high to J-Dub, but he missed it. Wiggins in and out. Back-to-back threes that were halfway down. Castle shut off, and a massive wall there by Jay Will. SGA back the other way. What great defense we've seen from Jay Will on the night. SGA, mid-range shot, the high archer, nothing but nylon. What a sequence.
Yeah, Jay Will's done a good job of anchoring the defense with that double big in the lineup for the Spurs.
Oh, nice deflection. J-Dub knew the pass was coming. Whoa, and they're putting the other end with the stuff. And the crowd alive and well here inside Paycom Center. The Thunder really hit the accelerator. Harper swatted away by SGA. He's coming back the other way. Full flight down the lane. Fouled.
And the Thunder have opened up this game with the defense leading the offense. Partner, you were talking about Thunder, you know, the Spurs not turning the basketball over, no problem. They're getting stops, and this is what it's leading to on the other end. That's a little rainbow shot you just talked about. Jay Will just reading that perfectly. Excuse me, folks, that's J-Dub right there. They're both on the floor right now as he punches that ticket. Both Jay Will and J-Dub making it happen. Jay Will anchoring the defense. J-Dub a big part of anchoring the offense along with SGA. Stretch out that scoreboard a little. Plus 16 right now off of some stingy defense.
An extended run sparked by that defense, as you mentioned, Michael. Now SGA not going to get that bounce on the second free throw. But more pressure from Jay Will. San Antonio had 3 turnovers for about 2 quarters plus, Mike, almost 3 quarters. They've had 3 turnovers here over the last 2 minutes. Doubled them up. Kenrich now trying to get up on Wembanyama. Way up on him. Kenrich a little too aggressive there. The contact and a foul. This is what it means, Michael, to be physical with a player.
Well, and that's what you want to do. Don't allow him to turn and put that ball on the floor and be able to get to the basket.
They're trying to front Wembanyama to keep him from getting the basketball. It's a 24-second violation. And another San Antonio turnover. Great footage on the defensive end, not letting him get that basketball.
And that was a great defensive possession by Kenrich Williams. As he started it on that first play, we got called for a foul.
SGA, the step back 3, short. Harper the rebound. SGA was trying to blow the roof off this place. Fox will pull it back out to try to run a little offense here for San Antonio. And we get a foul. Mitchell called for the personal.
You know, I'm okay with that because right now the Thunder are initiating the physicality of the game. Here's that push. A little bit of a, not a whole lot on that play. Champagne kind of sold it a little bit.
Kenrich again, way up high. Trying to pester Wembanyama. He's going to pull up for the 3. Back iron, no good. That's his first 3-point attempt of the game. Caruso pushing. Jay Will. Now it's SGA's turn to run a little bit of offense. Again, once the step-back shot was blocked by Champagne, out of bounds. And they're going to say it's Thunder basketball. Mark Daigneault way across midcourt. He's going to get teed up, and he is.
Yeah, we should have called a foul on the play. He didn't know he was in his landing space. Take a look at this, folks. Oh, he hit him on the wrist, too? How can you not call it? How can you not call that in a game like this? My goodness. Right there in front of the official.
Mark Daigneault certainly getting his money's worth.
I mean, take a look at this, folks.
San Antonio gets the technical free throw. But they're just going to have to operate the offense. Jay Will. Fading away. They're going to get 2 the hard way.
Oh, he did a good job avoiding the shot blocking of Wembanyama with a little fadeaway.
Fox quickly down the lane and scores.
So Fox got 4 fouls. He's back in the game. Mitch Johnson, head coach for the Spurs, trying not to let this game get away from them by bringing Fox back in with those 4 fouls.
Got A.J. Mitchell and SGA on the floor at the same time. Couple of ball creators. SGA cuts right through. Nobody there to slow him down. free throws. That's where De'Aaron Fox can do some damage. He's just so shifty with the basketball, and SGA just going right through Johnson and Wembanyama.
Yeah, he avoided both of them. And right now, Mark Daigneault is talking to the official, saying, look, I saw it from here. I saw it from across court. How could you miss that call? As he is giving Tyler Ford the business right now. Well, like you should, because that's a big play. You know, you get 3 free throws, and you get a foul, and you get nothing out of it. And on top of that, Tyler Ford calls a technical on it.
And Mark Daigneault, he doesn't get teed up very often, but there are times when he wants to get teed up because he feels like the official's got to hear what he has to say. Under a minute to go in the third, and what has already been a profitable third quarter for the Thunder. SGA leaning in, lost it with Wembanyama defending. Now 5 seconds, somebody's gonna have to make something happen. Mitchell, kick out, SGA, fires, the three is good! Left shot block magic from SGA. Castle, a quick 2 back the other way. 2-for-1 opportunity for the Thunder. Kenrich, he will fire, and he's got it for 3! And the offense continuing to pour it on here in the third.
How about that? A 40-point third quarter so far for the Thunder. As they have come out in this first 12 minutes, white hot.
SGA busted up that alley-oop attempt. Fox way off on the 3. Now you got time if you're the Thunder. As SGA, 4 seconds, double team over to Williams. Now Jay Will to beat the buzzer. No! What a third quarter it was. 40 points. SGA, 30 on the night. The latest coming from downtown. The Thunder in command as we go to the fourth.
Tonight's Thunder Jag winners, Caroline Cup from Oklahoma City. Congratulations, you won the kitchen must-haves back, air fryer and blender. And you can enter to win exclusive. Fans who are here as part of the Thunder Community Ticket Program presented by OG&E. And thanks to OG&E, 100 fans from schools and nonprofit organizations are receiving an unforgettable experience tonight. To request tickets for your organization, visit OKCThunder.com/community tickets.
Ardo City, before we go into our last 12 minutes of Thunder basketball for the night, I want you to know it's got to be the loudest quarter of the game. So we got to set the tone and start it off right. Let's cut the lights. And some of y'all already know what to do. Pull out your cell phones. Let's light up the Paycom Center. And then let me see those Tesla coils.
Talking to these that weak. They say money, top of diamonds in my teeth. I've been looking down with Jordans on my feet. Make up in the yard like trick or treat. Better play your cards right, you better not ever reach. For this train, yeah, I ripped it 5, but I push it 6 feet.
right, start of the fourth quarter is presented by Devon Energy as the Thunder have clamped down on the defensive end. San Antonio sub 40%, not shooting it well from three, 26 points or less all 3 quarters. That just shows how good the Thunder's defense has been on the night. And what a third quarter it was, Michael. OKC going plus 16, put up a 40 spot. If you put up a 40 spot in any quarter against any team, it's a good thing, particularly against San Antonio.
Yeah, it's going to put some separation on the scoreboard. And SGA once again was brilliant in that third quarter, along with Kenrich Williams, the guys coming off the bench, as he stands at 30 points through 3 quarters. I'll tell you, we've seen that a whole lot this year.
So, Michael, the Thunder have their biggest lead of the night, sitting at 19. What's going to be the key here in the fourth quarter?
Well, just continue, you know, to wait for those moments to get those good defensive stops, get in transition, and then at the same time, you know, finish when you get in there. That was a big key in that third quarter. The Thunder finished in that painted area. And as you mentioned, to start the third quarter, it was tough trying to squeeze some turnovers out of the Spurs. They were able to do that as well.
Got 4 turnovers over the last couple of minutes of that third. Barnes cutting through. Tough. Good defense. Holmgren made it really hard on him. Barnes was never comfortable on that shot.
Yeah, he got out there and contested him too on that 3-point shot. And which met him at the rim as well.
Oh, Jada, what a blur! Cutting through the lane yet again, right past Wembanyama. Like a streak of lightning. Castle comes up empty there. Ball taps over, and Mitchell's got it. Got to watch his backside with Waters lurking. Joe's in the game. Get it over to Mitchell, who wants to do some work in the paint. Extra pass, Joe from the corner. And rattles it home. Just in front of the Spurs bench, and the lead continues to grow.
And the ball always travels faster than the man. That's to my point. They got it over to Isaiah Joe for that 3 ball in that corner pocket.
The Thunder, much like Sunday night, might have really been able to open up this game. Waters, high catch, high release, and the former Thunder quiets things down, at least on that possession with a 3. As A.J. Mitchell will be the one to bring it up. SGA on the bench to start the fourth quarter. His usual rest time. San Antonio seems switching defensively. J-Dub is going to get called for an offensive foul. Seen an offensive foul on SGA. Maybe a little contact with the chops. Now they're going to get Kenrich Williams, but they're going to say it's going to be on the floor. No and 1 for Castle. Second team foul committed by the Thunder. What has enabled, Michael, the Thunder to elevate the defense?
Well, you've done a good job of just making it difficult for the Spurs to get those easy shots. And you're pushing them farther and farther away from the basket. So those desperation shots are happening right now from the 3-point range because they cannot get the ball inside. And on the other hand, the Thunder going the other way real quickly.
To that point, Michael, the Thunder, big advantage in points in the paint. Plus 16, Waters. Desperation 3, and we get a loose ball foul underneath. This is going to be Holmgren and Wembanyama, both of them banging. And Wembanyama, he took a shot. You see Holmgren trying to collect himself. Wembanyama on the backside, Holmgren on the front side. Neither one of those players is feeling all that good at the moment.
Yeah, that chin on the back of the head of Wembanyama.
Wembanyama shoots. And the Thunder racking up fouls here in the fourth quarter. That's going to go against Kenrich Williams. And the 4th team foul
2 minutes and 34 seconds into the fourth. Mark Daigneault still has a challenge in his pocket. And now Tyler Ford coming over to see if this is going to be potentially upgraded into a flagrant foul for the landing area of Wembanyama. And Kenrich, I think, is pretty planted in his spot. I don't know if this should be considered a flagrant foul.
Kenrich Williams is in a guarding position and actually steps back with the right foot. It does not commit a reckless closeout. It is a defensive foul for the foot-to-foot contact, but it does not meet the criteria for a flagrant foul. We'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, pretty clear there that Kenrich, I mean, he was as anchored on a play as you could possibly get. So the officials do not upgrade that to a flagrant foul. But Wembanyama will be at the free throw line. The Thunder have done a great job of really keeping him quiet on the offensive end, particularly in the second half. And the Thunder have thrown different defenders at him, Michael, whether it's Jalen Williams, J-Dub, Kenrich, Chet. They've just been rotating defensive guys on him all night long.
And they've been very physical. They've established that the entire game.
Let's get a quick word from your Oklahoma Ford dealers.
Visit your local Oklahoma Ford dealer today. Ford is built for Oklahoma.
They've done a good job of just slowing down the Spurs offense. They're sitting on just 80 points with 9.5 minutes to go here in this fourth quarter. And the Thunder have already cracked the century mark. So you sped up on one end, the Thunder have, and they've slowed down the Spurs offense. Shooting a blistering 54% as Harper will get called for the foul here. But you talk about taking control from that third quarter. A lot of good things went right for the Thunder. Free throw shooting is still relatively even. Spurs have attempted 22, the Thunder 19.
A.J. Mitchell going at Harper. It's going to be a goaltend on Wembanyama. Count 2 more for Mitchell, who's up to 9. Wembanyama with the goaltend.
Yeah, that's a good call by official Derek Collins out front.
Spurs trying to get Waters into the game. Holmgren, that time a clean block. But it goes right over to Wembanyama, who's got the easy putback. Look at good help defensive play by Holmgren, who's got himself another block. Second block of the night for Holmgren. Jalen Williams wants Chet Holmgren to challenge this offensive foul and a moving screen on J-Dub.
There's an elbow to the face.
They call it on Chet, excuse me. Harper and the 3. Harper and Castle have combined for 5 threes for San Antonio. 25 and 24% respectively. Heavy pressure by the Spurs out on the perimeter. With Mitchell on Champagny. Got him up in the air. Use a little step. And they call an offensive foul. That's the 3rd offensive foul committed by OKC here in the fourth quarter.
Oh, that's nothing. My goodness. Wow.
A lot of whistles here in the fourth. Castle, aggressive drive. Holmgren, another block, and we get a foul. And they're going to call the foul on Castle.
How about Chet? Another solid block here And he trips him with his legs. Man.
Another block for Chet. He's got 3 or more and 3 straight. Thunder trying to stand tall here in the fourth quarter.
Good for you too. Let's go crazy.
That was a Balon blaster. And just so you know, Balon valves are 100% American made right here in OKC.
Thunder basketball on FanDuel Sports Network is brought to you by MidFirst Bank, the official bank of the Oklahoma City Thunder. By Devon Energy, commitment runs deep. And by your Oklahoma Ford dealers. Ford is the best in Oklahoma. Good shot at downtown OKC. The logo on top of Devon Tower. Time is running out to cast your vote and add your favorite Thunder players to the 2026 NBA All-Star Game rosters. You have until tomorrow night at 10:59 p.m. to make your vote count 3 times on another triple vote day. Vote now at OKCThunder.com/vote.
Yeah, keep voting, folks, because I tell you, you got some big-time all-star worthy players. And Chet Holmgren out front there, number 7. SGA on the bench and J-Dub.
That's going to be a foul on Keldon Johnson, and things have gotten tight here in the fourth quarter, whistle-wise.
I'm glad it's evening up, too. I mean, watch this. He's just going to grab him right here as he's trying to cut to the basket. Thunder already with 4 quick fouls at the top part of this fourth quarter.
So J-Dub driving, trying to go to work on Wembanyama. Tough fadeaway, left it a little bit short. Harper shut up nicely. Holmgren in the vicinity, but Johnson with the lane. So the Thunder still with work to be done in this fourth quarter. Mitchell gave it up to Chet. J-Dub again, back outside. Mitchell trying to create. Catch, shoot 3. Holmgren no good. And the rebound to Johnson. Harper gives it up. Wembanyama, open shooter. Keldon Johnson. And the Spurs with a little push here in this fourth quarter. Thunder trying to spark the offense. Not yet to the midway point. But again, heavy pressure from San Antonio out on the perimeter. Ball keeps moving. A.J. Mitchell, late shot clock. Is going to go to the free throw line, and that is one way to find points when your offense is struggling.
Yeah, and you get to get SGA in the ball game too, because he's been out for this entire fourth quarter. Another 30 points in under 30 minutes for SGA as he waits to come back in the game. You mentioned, man, that's a veteran move right there by SGA. I mean, excuse me, by A.J. Mitchell.
You're absolutely right, because to be able to feel that defender a certain way, and to still be aggressive, not commit an offensive foul, but to get that defender to get on you enough to where you can feel them and get that foul, that is a skill.
Yeah. What a timely skill it was for the second-year man out of UC Santa Barbara. He knocks down both free throws. Stop that run of the Spurs here. Plenty of time remaining. Just stick with what got you there.
Johnson trying to use his physicality. SGA came to the backside, swatted it. Good collapsing defense.
How about once again, Jay Will just making it happen.
SGA ran into bodies. No good on his running shot attempt. Fox got to slow him down. 3 defenders there. Lost the ball. Diamond Foy trying to get a jump ball, and that's exactly what the Thunder do. They did a good job of slowing him down, which can be tough to do in transition.
Yeah, he just ran into a wall and just fell backwards. Yeah, Jay Will once again in there. Kind of blocks it off his backside. That's a good block there, I believe, by SGA, and a recovery by Jay Will. So 2 real good defensive plays by Jay Will just in the ball game.
Jump ball features 2 of the smallest guys on the court here, Mike. You got De'Aaron Fox and Cason Wallace.
And one of the smallest officials throwing it up, too, so let's see how it goes.
Good toss. And it's ripped away by Wiggins. That works in the Thunder's favor with the tie-up. Jay Will, he was open for the 3, decided to run a little offense instead. It's SGA going to work. Open man, Jay Will. This time, fumbling to the cup, he's going to get fouled. He had multiple decisions there. Could have taken the 3. Instead, the big fella wanted to put it on the deck.
Well, he's making some of the right decisions. He had a wide open 3 prior to that, and that's the one where he throws a shot fake, then put the ball on the floor and got to the floor, to the basket. And that's just smart basketball, managing the game, managing the moment by Jay Will.
It's the first free throw. Let's check in with Nick.
Well, Michael, you must have been listening to Chet Holmgren here lately, because he used the exact same phrase about Jay Will that you did, brick wall. And this is a great development story inside the Thunder's program. Jay Will's pick and roll defense, his movement and space as a defender has improved so much, but he's still got that great frame, big, huge body to be able to get in there, take up space in the lane. But the quickness in his reading of plays has gotten so much better, Michael.
Yeah, that's really, just back from injury.
It's been absolutely critical tonight. Looked like he might have been in position there defensively. The Thunder commit the foul.
Man, my
This is going to go against SGA.
Wow.
They say it's on Jay Will. Okay.
This is just basketball. I don't know what the officials are seeing right now. I mean, one minute, Williams just getting every call he wants, and now the Spurs are getting calls that they weren't even making for the first 3 quarters.
Lead still at 15 here in this 4th quarter. 5 and change left to go. One more for Champagnie, and he let them both off the rim, and Wiggins collapses down.
Wow.
That's an 0 at the line for Champagnie. He's a good shooter.
That's a big surprise there. He left 2 on the rim there.
Critical part of this game, Michael, with SGA bouncing off the defender, left it a little bit short. 15-point game. Spurs making a push. Thunder have stabilized this 4th quarter. Champagnie goes right by Wallace, and then Cornette on the jam. Right across the baseline. Spurs not going away here. Thunder going to have to close this one out. Still maintaining a healthy lead here. Going to have to execute in what has been a very low-scoring 4th quarter. Now you see SGA, he was right up on the timeline.
Yeah, they're just hanging all over him.
Driving, Cornette in the vicinity, empty possession. Castle on the move. Passes out to the perimeter. Fox takes a dribble, way off on the 3. And the Thunder do a great job of keeping Cornette off the glass.
Yeah, they've done an excellent job of that since the 1st quarter. It's a good point, partner, you bring up, especially here now that it's closing time.
SGA sees a crowd. Castle's going to commit the foul, and that's going to put SGA at the free throw line.
Not a good foul by Castle. They got SGA turning away from the basket. He had picked up his dribble. And he hacked him out front. Thunder will gladly take these free throws from their best free throw shooter. With 4:06 remaining, folks. That's all that's left. Oh, it's been a fantastic game here.
OG&E Power Play of the Game. Jay Will with the robbery. Takes it away, gives it to Shea. Shea takes it up court, back to Jay Will for the three. That was tonight's OG&E Power Play of the Game. OG&E, we energize life.
Doing something mean to it, do it better than anybody you ever seen. Do it, scream from the haters, got a nice ring to it. I guess every superhero need his theme music. No one man should have all that power. The clock's ticking, I just count the hours. Stop tripping, I'm tripping off power.
And your final chance to vote your favorite Thunder players to the 2026 NBA All-Star roster is tomorrow. So show your support and cast your final votes today and tomorrow at OKCThunder.com/vote.
Let's take a look at tonight's OG&E Power Play of the game, and the major separation, Michael, of this one occurred in that 40-point third quarter.
Yeah, it was activity, folks. Came from a variety of different ways. The three-point shot, the steals, and getting in transition. There's more three-pointers for you. There's a man of the moment in that third quarter was SGA. He had 30 through three quarters in just under 30 minutes.
The Thunder trying to finish this one out here despite just 10 points in the fourth quarter. And so the Spurs have closed the gap a little bit, but you got SGA at the free throw line. And how many times, Michael, over the course of the last couple of years have we described the night for SGA where he's got 30 points, 11 of 22, so 50% shooting. He's gotten to the free throw line, 4 assists, 6 rebounds. I mean, it's just unbelievable night in and night out just how consistent he's been able to be.
Yeah, he's took some hard shots. When he gets fouled, I mean, he gets hammered. And did a great job of just really stuffing the stat sheets, as you just pointed out, partner.
Champagny, inside-outside game. Castle behind his back. Drives, left it short. Jay Will, another tough rebound inside.
And he actually contested that shot, too. That's a whole lot of activity by Jay Will on that play. He contested it and then got up and got the rebound.
About 9 rebounds on the night for Jay Will. SGA stops on a dime. The pull up, in and out. And a steal by Wallace. And now Caruso on the basketball.
There's a lot of liquid on the basketball. Back when I played, they used to stop the game, but I'm not going to say why. I'll tell you when we come back, folks. But we got a timeout on the floor. Thunder in control here. 3:26 to go.
on the road. The second longest road trip of the season starts on Thursday in Houston against Kevin Durant and the Rockets. Then down to Miami. That's not too bad. I know you're going to enjoy that. But then you go from Miami to Cleveland. You got to go from your sunglasses to your parka.
Yeah.
And then from Cleveland to Milwaukee. So keep the parka. You got to pack for all weather conditions.
Well, I'm just going to take my heated vest, and I'll turn it off for the first 2 road games, and I'll turn it on for the last 2. You always see that red light up with me sitting on the airplane.
That's a good thing, because then you don't have to worry about burning the battery on the first 2.
That's true.
Shot clock a factor. Caruso cutting across the line and the touch over Cornet. Pretty play. Nice. With the shot clock winding down. And the lead is up to 17.
Yeah, it's going to be a double technical now on Champagny and SGA. This was after the bucket. They kind of ran into each other. Castle kind of, actually it's Castle now, but that's nothing.
Fox off the catch, and that 3 goes in. 14-point game, 2:45 left to go. Both these teams grinding out points in this fourth quarter. Double team on SGA, lost it. Now we got past them as he recovered the basketball. It is Caruso, wide open for the 3. Caruso, 3 more. Timeout, San Antonio.
What looked like a busted play turned into a New Year's gift. How about this? Ball got fumbled away. Shea goes to the middle, under control, pass it to Caruso. He's on a modest 5-0 swing there, folks. He hit that tough little one-legged floater just moments ago.
Well, Mike, this game, in a lot of ways, feels like kind of the game on Sunday against Miami. It was close in the first half. It was back and forth. The Thunder just found a way in the third quarter to take the game to a whole nother level, just like they did here tonight, and now they're in position to pull out another victory.
Well, they've been a real smooth operator. They have to navigate around some tough things. You know, not getting the calls that they wanted tonight, but at the same time, finding ways to score points. That big 40-point third quarter was the difference maker. It really created some leverage on the scoreboard, and it's got the Spurs chasing them the entire second half. And that's exhausting when you're trying to play catch-up with a team. As the Thunder still maintaining a hefty lead here, folks. Plus 15, 17 on the scoreboard with 2:29 to go. Not a whole lot of time left for the Spurs, the way the Thunder are playing.
Thunder been able to get to their season average points in the paint. They came in averaging 53 to right at 54. That is more than they've been averaging over the first 3 against San Antonio. And then Stephon Castle just dribbled the ball off of his foot out of bounds. Coming out of the timeout. You're just kind of expecting him to bring the ball up the floor. That's just a mishandle.
Yeah. And that's one of the areas we talked about, being able to find ways to turn over the Spurs.
Caruso driving on Wembanyama as his offense has come to life. That's a 7-0 Caruso run by himself. Champagny the 3, 2 minutes left to go. Alex Caruso, he's just having himself a takeover in the fourth.
Yeah, how did he make that shot against Wembanyama? That's tough to do.
Shea's going to get fouled. Spurs playing it out here.
That's going to. How about this? The man of the moment, folks. A little acrobatic shot as Wembanyama tried his best to swat that. And AC says, not this time. I'm on a nice little run. Don't mess with my mojo.
Just give me the ball. Pierre Paycom set up for the next city night when the Thunder take on the Indiana Pacers Friday, January 23rd at 7 p.m. Join us and claim your seats now at OKCThunder.com/buy tickets. That'll be the next home game after that very long road trip that's coming up. Caruso's going to take a seat. Second longest road trip of the year. 4 games, 3 of them against the Eastern Conference. In the road-heavy January. Buck 40, offensive foul.
That time Harper wiped out SGA. Buck 41 to go. Thunder in control, trying to get their 4th victory in a row and their 34th on the season.
Well, you could just tell, Michael, that the Thunder came into this game with focus in trying to make the adjustments against the San Antonio team. The way that they were able to maneuver on the offensive end, to generate offense, to find those openings inside, knock down some critical shots, force some turnovers in the 3rd quarter. This is complementary basketball, both offensively and defensively.
Yeah, well, they took control, as we talked about, with that massive 3rd quarter, and have not looked back since.
Mitch Johnson taking out the front line guys. Wiggins not going to be able to add a little capper there to the night.
A lot of guys stepped up tonight, too. And they're still on the floor right now. And that's one of them right there. Jay Will has just been terrific on the glass. His physicality and his going into the body of guys and then going up to go get that rebound.
You can just feel him on the defensive end all night long. He was excellent. A.J. Mitchell. Back up top, Joe with the capper and a 3 to finish off a brilliant night for the Thunder. The crowd's going to be able to enjoy the final minute. Jordan McLaughlin's drive is short. And OKC can run a little more clock here. Spurs going to pressure the ball, but the Thunder do not have to take a shot.
Well, they're going to take the gentleman's shot clock violation as the crowd here at Paycom Center is applauding.
And San Antonio is going to run out the clock, and the Thunder are going to enjoy the 4th consecutive win to close out this mini 2-game homestand and earn a victory over the San Antonio Spurs, 119-98, in another second-half takedown here at Paycom Center. And win number 34 on the season, as we have officially met the halfway point of the 2026 season.
And what a game it's been tonight for the Thunder. Just keeping the momentum going. Now on a 4-game winning streak. Beat some good teams here in the last week. It's done it completely. It's been a total team effort. And the bench has really stepped up, partner. They stepped up a couple of nights ago. They stepped up in Memphis, and they did it again tonight, the bench.
And tonight's Thunder Player of the Game, brought to you by Riverwind Casino, is that bench, Michael. And we saw Caruso late in the game with the scoring and the 7-point surge, but there were so many more. Double-digit scoring night for A.J. Mitchell. Can't say enough about the job of Jay Will coming off the bench. And Mark Daignault has been just so effusive about Jay Will and having him back. He had that 13-game absence, but tonight, Mike, how critical was he?
Yeah, he's big. He had a double-double, 11 points, 10 rebounds, and the Thunder's bench put up another solid number with 46 points. And they just continue to step up and step in when you need them to. But tonight, they needed them to step up, and that play of AJ, that play of guys like Kenrich guarding Wembanyama tonight, being very physical. Jay Will, we've already talked about him being very physical. Just stepping up at the right time. No Lou Dort tonight. No Isaiah Hartenstein, no problem. These guys always step in at the right moment.
Well, this game was played on the Thunder's terms in the second half particularly. And Jay Will just continues to become a better and better player and just so important here tonight. And he is with our very own Nick Gallo.
Jay Will, that third quarter.
They would say he can't be Dolo.
That third quarter was electric. What did you all capture there during that stretch?
Just playing the brand of basketball that we like to play. It's 5-on-5. It's never 1 against 1 or 2 against 2. It's just Thunder basketball against whatever the other team is.
You guys sustained that defensive effort and just the disruption, the physicality for 48 minutes. How good did that feel to be able to kind of put this one together for all 4 quarters?
It felt great. We're a team full of competitive guys that love to compete, and when we're out there, balls moving around, the energy in the building, it's a great game.
We talked before the game about that inside-out threat that you provide. What was your mentality coming in with the double-double and being able to stretch the floor but also be an impact on the inside defensively?
Yeah, just giving the team whatever we needed. Of course, shots weren't falling the best, and I kept shooting it. It's just confidence throughout the team, regardless of how I'm shooting. My dog Wiggs is telling me to keep shooting. Just going out there and giving the team whatever we need.
How about Wiggs? He got off to a great start, was a playmaker early for you all. It just seemed like everybody got into the mix as a scorer and as a defender.
He said, how do you feel about your playmaking this game?
He asked you.
Wiggs, he's working on his playmaking. I give him crap all the time about his playmaking, but it's getting better. Me and him been working on it in the gym.
Coach Jay Will, thanks. Appreciate you. Congrats.
You didn't like that one?
Well, speaking of playmaking, the two of them combined for 9 assists. When it comes to playmaking, those guys know how to get it done, and the Thunder got it done tonight over San Antonio. Complimentary basketball on the defensive end, on the offensive end, and it ends up being a fun night here from inside Paycom Center. 119-98. Our final for our director, Eric Date, producer Steve Melton, Michael Cage, Nick Gallo, and our entire production crew. I'm Chris Fisher. Our next broadcast comes your way Thursday as the Thunder begin a 4-game road trip in Houston against the Rockets. Game time will be 6:30 with Thunder Live pregame beginning at 6 p.m. Stay tuned after the break as Paris Lawson and Royce Young join us for a complete recap of all of tonight's action on Thunder Live postgame.
Max One Music. music.